Hi parents and guardians, my name is Ben Trick, and I will be your child's language arts teacher this year. I have created this video in case you are unable to attend open house, and that way you get a sense of who I am as a teacher and a person, as well as what will happen in this class this year. To begin, I'd like you to know just a little bit about myself. I am happily married to my wife Kathy, and we have two wonderful children together, Leo and Eli. I am sure throughout this year that your child will come to know who they are and our life experiences together as they keep our life, as I'm sure you can imagine, very busy and enjoyable. I am a two-time University of Dayton alumni with a degree in communication management and a master's in middle childhood education. This is going to be my 11th year teaching here at Bellbrook Middle School, during which time I have taught 6th, 7th, and 8th grade language arts, as well as 7th and 8th grade social studies. My teaching assignment this year will be 8th grade language arts and 8th grade social studies. Besides teaching, I am also the varsity golf coach at our high school, and I am a mentor teacher. My goals for your son or daughter extend beyond teaching the Common Core state standards. I want your child to grow and to become lifelong readers and writers. I want your child to become more self-confident and self-assured in their abilities as readers and writers. And I hope that your child comes to class every day knowing that they will have a good classroom experience and they are going to be in a room in which they are respected for who they are as individuals. We use the Common Core state standards to guide everything that we do in class, and our curriculum is broken down into three main components: reading, literature, writing, and language, which encompasses both grammar and vocabulary development. Our class materials are brand new this year. We have brand new literature textbooks and a writing textbook series. In class, we will use all of those materials on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, and the students will be able to access those materials online given their accounts. For our class, and in the first quarter, every single Monday we will begin with MemBeam. MemBeam is our online vocabulary learning program. For MemBeam to be effective, students should be doing and completing MemBeam training sessions 3 times a week for at least 15 minutes. For the first quarter, every Monday, students will come into class and have 15 minutes in order to complete their training, their first training of the week. Their Wednesday and Friday trainings will be their own responsibility to complete outside of class. Every Monday, students will also be receiving a MemBeam assignment. That assignment will be due by the end of the week, and which will be something that they will be able to complete in class if there is the time. If it is not completed in class, it will be homework and due by either the end of the week on Friday or the following Monday, depending on the type of assignment it is. For the first quarter in our literature textbook, we are going to read stories and nonfiction articles centered around this question: can all conflicts be resolved? We will first come to understand and review literary elements and story elements through a study of all of the language arts material or language arts topics that they have learned in the past. Then we will get into coding to help them understand complex text easier. After we go through some reading stories and understanding literary elements and using those elements within their own work in class, we will come to a writing assignment in which they will be writing a narrative addressing that same question: can all conflicts be resolved? Each quarter we will follow a similar process of reading literature and connecting it to a writing assignment. For all summative assignments this year, students will be able to retake or revise their assignments within 1 week from when the assignment is returned to them. As far as independent reading this year, in order to help them develop as lifelong readers and writers, it would be ideal if they got in the habit of reading every single day. Whether that is reading a fictional novel or an informational book or just reading a magazine, I always would love to have them reading. As far as a homework assignment for them to be reading, it would be an ideal goal for them to spend 15 minutes every single day or night reading a book or reading magazine articles. This first quarter, we are going to focus on reading goals and evaluating ourselves as readers, as well as taking a look and reflecting on those goals that we create, revising those goals, and creating new goals for ourselves to reach. Beginning in the second quarter, students will have to have a book that they will be reading outside of class as well as in class, and then they will have a book project due by the end of the quarter. Each week for homework, students will be responsible for completing 2 sessions of MemBeam on their own, preferably on Wednesdays and Fridays. Students should always get in the habit of trying to read every day. If a student is assigned homework, and it is something that they need to turn in the next day, whether it is something that was not finished completely in class and it is due at the beginning of the next class, they should be mindful of making time to do that at home. If for some reason, whether their internet went down or they were not completely assured, they could be assigned Catch-Up Cafe. The purpose of Catch-Up Cafe is to give students time to do assignments in order to stay up on their classwork. I completely understand that there are things outside of school that will occupy yourselves and your child's lives, music practice or sports, in which if your son or daughter communicates with me and asks questions of their assignments, there will be some flexibility as far as serving Catch-Up Cafe. Please know that I will respect family life and family occasions. When it comes to finding information for this class, if your son or daughter ever misses class, they should look in 3 different places. The first place is on Progress Book. Progress Book will be mainly used to record grades. I will be as prompt as possible in grading assignments and posting grades on Progress Book because those assignments will help guide my instruction as far as to help me know when I have to reteach material. Class activities will be maintained through Google Calendar, in which students will be able to see what kind of activities we have coming up in class, as well as due dates of major assignments or writing projects. Google Classroom is where students will be able to have PowerPoint presentations as well as guided notes or other assignments that will be either turned in through Google Classroom or will be a guide for them to completing an assignment on their own. Please feel free to contact me via email or phone at any point throughout this school year. I will be as prompt as possible in replying to your email. Please know that during this fall season I am coaching and my time is very limited to reply. However, if there is a major question or concern, I will respond as quickly as possible. And if I am unable to respond that evening or the next morning, I will talk to your son or daughter about it the next day in class, and I will take action as immediately. I am really looking forward to working with your son or daughter this year and hope that we have a wonderful school year together. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.